Hi everybody, this is Edgar Espinoza from TaxDome. We're at the NAEA Tax Summit in Salt Lake City, and I'm here with one of our great customers, Yehuda. He's going to be doing a quick interview with us here today. I'm really excited to be talking to you. He's one of our great customers. Yehuda, I'd like you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So my name is Yehuda. I've been with TaxDome since December this past year, and I jumped headfirst straight in to everything TaxDome. I probably spent about 2 weeks not working just so I could get everything TaxDome related, set up. I'm a solo firm, so it's just me, and really part of my ethos of everything I do is automation. And when I saw everything TaxDome does, I was like, okay, this is it. This is going to get the job done. So I've been really happy, and I'm sure TaxDome has been really happy, and also realized that when I'm around, they have a lot more work to do because then I give them lots of feedback. But the team is great, and it's always such a pleasure to see things get done so quickly sometimes, and sometimes maybe not so quickly, but I have patience, so it's fine. I understand everything's a big deal to everyone, but not everything can be done right away, but that's okay because the team is there supporting us through everything, and I love being on that journey. Really appreciate being here and meeting everybody in person. This is really cool and great experience so far.
That's awesome. I was curious, and I want to ask you, what do you think was the primary reason that you were searching for a program just like TaxDome, before you took that deep dive into your practice?
Yeah, it really came from. I was setting up an organizer so that I could send to my clients because I would always ask them the same questions, each client, and then when I didn't have an organizer, I would forget this question, and then I have to follow up with an email and another email, and then they wouldn't answer all the questions. And I figured out, okay, I just need an organizer to get all the information up front as much as possible in an orderly way, that then I can just go in and do the actual work and get it done and not waste time going back and forth. So when I was looking for an organizer, I had heard about TaxDome, and once I saw its capabilities and also the full platform of not just an organizer, but also payments and also tasks and jobs and pipelines and automations and e-sign and everything that comes in that bundle, which great value for the price. I'm going to put it out there. So much is included, and I saw that I was like, okay, this is it. This is what's going to bring me there.
I figured you might have evaluated other tools before deciding to go with TaxDome. Was there any particular reason you decided to go with us instead of one of our competitors?
Yeah, so I was looking around. It's funny because when I was doing that search this past December, it wasn't really for practice management. It was really just for an organizer. But then once I saw the organizer and then saw everything, past that, I said, it's a no-brainer. I personally don't really see competitors doing what TaxDome is doing to the extent that TaxDome is doing it, and focused on us accountants, giving us, even all these new features that are coming out that are so hyper-specific to us accountants, like any general practice management software that isn't specific for tax accountants won't do the things that TaxDome is doing. So that's really the reason why I jumped into TaxDome as opposed to anything else, because it just made so much sense.
That's awesome. That's really awesome to hear. And I'm curious about you, at that point where you make that decision, how did you feel about implementing the tool? How was that learning curve?
Sure. So it was a lot of work, and I knew it was going to be work going into it. That was really why I jumped in, and I just started watching all the videos from start to finish because I knew that I wanted to get as much knowledge. I knew I could probably wing it, but only to a certain point. And listen, we're professionals. Our job is to get the job done in the right way. And so I knew going in it would be work, but I knew that if I put in the work at the beginning, tax season would end up running so much smoother. And honestly, I took on more clients than I ever thought I could probably. I probably got more done than I realized was possible. Also, it's funny, guys. Every tax season this happens, where at the beginning of tax season I'll have one set of processes, and then through tax season I'll improve it, and then in March and April I'll look back and be like, Yehuda from January didn't know what he was doing. What was he thinking? So, and just the ability to be able, last year I was using PDF organizers. which was nice. And I did put some fancy, logic, that way certain questions would appear, but I was still working with a really old system. It was really complicated, and anytime I'd want to change anything, I would have to start from scratch because I had to make a Word document and then convert it to a PDF and then add all the fields and then upload it to Adobe's thing, and it was just so complicated. Here, when I think of a new question or I need to edit something in the organizer, I just go in and change it. And that's it. And then every new client, gets that new question, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm making those changes as I go along. I used to have like this, mile-long page of edits I need to make for next year, and now I just do it as I go along. It saves me time, effort, and I can get the perfect product, as I finish tax season.
That's awesome to hear. I'm curious about what do you think is the most significant thing TaxDome has done for your practice and for your growth, you feel?
Our brains can only handle so much, and we shouldn't be trying to remember every single one of our clients' names, addresses, phone numbers, birth dates, all these things. We need somewhere to brain dump all that information to then make it usable to make a difference in our practice. And TaxDome does that. It gives us the ability to put everything in there and make a difference in how we run our firm, and also how we interact with our clients. Be it the automations where emails are sent out automatically, be it the chat messages in the platform, and with the automations, everything comes together, and then our clients feel very special. Like, wow, he reached out to me right away. Like, it was an automation. Shh, don't tell anyone. But that is a sign of a well-oiled machine, of a professional firm, of someone that's going to have those automations, and then also have that person-to-person reach out. But then this way, I look in TaxDome, I look at a project, and I know exactly all the steps I took beforehand because I left comments and everything's there in one place, and I'm able to then just take that and build on it and do the best for my clients that I possibly can.
That's great. I think that what you said there about just making sure your clients have the best experience is something we focus on, and I'm really happy to hear that you're actually taking advantage of it. Lastly, I have one last question for you. You are a great member of our community, and
yes.
We really, really appreciate the feedback you've given to us. We want more of that. The more we get, the better we can develop the tool. I want to hear from you. How do you feel about that community feeling, the continuous development of the product, the improvements that are coming up? How do you feel about all of that?
Yeah, so the community has been a fantastic improvement in the communication of TaxDome. I know sometimes it's really easy to feel like feel disconnected maybe from the people at the software company that you use. The community really makes it a way where you're like, oh, we're in this together. Every day, Edwin's in there posting right and left, he's responding right away. I know I can go in there and other people will see my messages. Having the community is a fantastic resource. And also sometimes, it's a great place for brainstorming where everyone can get together with their ideas and really like building those new features from scratch as a community. And then we get to come here and I see the real community, like they're real people. They're not just AI bots or something, it's real human beings, which is a real nice extension of that. And I love being part of it. I highly recommend everyone to get on that community, to be involved, spend a couple minutes a day looking through. You gain so much knowledge and see how other people run their firms and how you can improve your processes. And just, it's a great time.
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate you being here.
Amazing. Thanks so much.
Hey, thank you for your time.
Yes.
Looking forward to having you for more years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got me for the long ride. Awesome. Thank you.